Okay, so I'm going to make a short little video of the extruder, the Brabender Extruder working, and so I'll walk you through some of the pieces here. Right here is the actual extruder itself, okay, and you can see here that there are these heating elements. They go in and heat the barrel, okay, so that's that. At the end here is the die, the capillary die, and out of the capillary die you can see right now I'm running some polymer out of that, so you can see there's the polymer. This polymer is coming out at about 180 degrees C. I can pull it, I can stretch it out so you can see that, okay? The other thing I want to show you is the instrument panel. So there's 5 heating zones here, and those are run by Eurotherm controllers. So you can see that they're all set excuse me, at 175 right now. But on the far right hand side you see 2 things on the bottom right hand side. One is the temperature, which is 188 degrees C, and the other one is the pressure, which is 3,300 degrees C, 3,300 psi right now. The pressure, the temperature comes out right here, okay, out of this here, and that's actually in the capillary die. And then the pressure comes out right here. I don't want to touch this because it's 200 degrees C, but it comes out right there, okay? So the pressure is measured there, the temperature is measured there in the capillary die, okay? The polymer is fed in the hopper, so here's where the hopper is, so the polymer is pellets and it's fed in there, and then it goes in down here, and then the screw starts here and it transports it all the way down through here, through the pressure, through the capillary die, and then out over here, okay, so you can still see it's coming out. Hopefully you can see that, okay. The die here, I'm trying to show you a close-up of the die. There's the die right there, okay, it's in the center, and it has, the dies look like this here, so I put a few of these out for you to see. So here they are with different length to diameter ratios, okay, so here's a bunch of them. Just rolling around here, getting away from me, okay? So that's what the dies look like. So you actually just basically push them in the end here and then hold them in with those 4 screws. Here's an example of what else you can do with this. So this is a die that we made to make a piece of plastic wood. You can see we have a bunch of ports in here that actually we put oil in. So all I would do is I'd stick this die right on the end over here, remove that one, stick this on, and I could make some basically rectangular pieces like that. So if we look over here, this is an example of some plastic wood that we made in our extruder. So we mixed in plastic, high-density polyethylene, polystyrene, and wood fiber, and we were able to extrude this piece of wood out, which I'm trying to make you so it looks about like that there, and you can see it looks about the same as that die that I just showed you, right? So this is some plastic wood that we made in our system here, okay? And so that's all there really is to the extrusion process. So basically what we do, if I bring you around to the other side, is I control the rate of rotation. So there's the screw rotation, so we can control that right here with a pot, okay, a capacitor that can increase the flow, the rate of rotation. When we increase the rate of rotation, you can see that the pressure goes up, okay, and that hopefully this is coming out a little bit faster over here. So if I want to make a thin fiber, all I got to do is just pull this guy out. I can make a very thin fiber, and what I'd like to show you now, if I can do it, is I want to show you how this crystallizes when it comes out. So you can see it looks pretty clear right there, and then as it's going along you can see that it's getting whiter, and that whiteness is the crystallization. So it starts out clear because that's a polymer melt, that's a high density polymer melt, and then when it comes down into the table and it cools down, you can see right there, there's the crystallization front moving up. You see it right there, that white thing, it's moving right up, and as it's on the table you can see it's getting white, and then that's the polymer melt up there, and then that's the crystallization. Okay, so I think that's a really nice demo of the extrusion process.